Welcome to our channel, fellow nightmare enthusiasts. I'm Sam, and I, like you, am drawn to the shadows, to the whispers in the dark, to the stories that make your skin crawl. Today, we're venturing deep into the unsettling world of urban legends. We've unearthed three tales, three terrifying accounts that have haunted the darkest corners of the internet, whispered in hushed tones and shared in secret forums. Turn off the lights if you dare. Let the unsettling ambience of your room blend with the chills running down your spine. And get ready to dive into the unsettling world of three terrifying urban legends you've never heard of. Deep in the heart of State Your State, shrouded in an eerie silence and blanketed by an unnatural fog, lies a forest. Locals call it Whispering Pines, but not because of the wind rustling through the leaves. They say the trees themselves whisper, their voices filled with an ancient sorrow, a chilling lament that echoes through the woods. It's said that a darkness fell upon Whispering Pines long ago, a darkness that swallowed the light and twisted the once tranquil woods into a den of unsettling phenomena. People tell stories of hikers venturing in, their laughter and chatter swallowed by the oppressive silence, their joyous shouts replaced by terrified screams that were never heard again. Some whisper of a malevolent entity that resides within the forest's depths, a being that feeds on fear and loneliness, growing stronger with each soul it claims. They say its eyes glow an eerie red from the impenetrable darkness, watching, waiting. One local legend tells of a group of teenagers brimming with youthful bravado who dared to spend a night in Whispering Pines. They ventured in armed with nothing but flashlights and their laughter, dismissing the stories as mere folklore. They were never seen alive again. The next morning, their abandoned campsite was discovered, their belongings scattered around, their tent ripped open as if some unseen force had torn through it in a frenzy. The only sign of the teenagers was a single chilling message carved into a nearby tree. Turn back while you still can. To this day, locals and authorities alike avoid Whispering Pines. The stories remain passed down through generations, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk just beyond the edge of the familiar. The whispers of the trees continue, a haunting chorus that seems to beckon those foolish enough to enter. Some say the teenagers' souls are still trapped within the forest, their despair adding to the eerie chorus of whispers. Others believe the malevolent entity still lurks there, waiting for its next victims. But one thing is certain, Whispering Pines remains a place of fear, a chilling testament to the darkness that can lie hidden in plain sight. Remember, if you ever find yourself near a forest with a sinister reputation, think twice before entering. The whispers you hear might just be the last sounds you ever hear. This story takes us from the darkness of a haunted forest to the unsettling space of a child's bedroom. It's about a seemingly innocent object, a child's plaything, twisted by an unknown force into a vessel of terror. It began at an antique shop tucked away on a forgotten street corner, filled with dusty relics and treasures. There, amidst the antique furniture, the doll sat, its porcelain face frozen in a disturbingly cheerful smile. It had rosy cheeks, bright blue eyes, and curly blonde hair. But an unsettling aura clung to it, drawing the eye and sending shivers down the spine. A young woman, captivated by its charm, purchased the doll. She brought it home thinking it would add vintage elegance to her apartment. Little did she know she had invited a nightmare into her life. At first it was just small, easily dismissed incidents. Objects moving mysteriously at night, whispered words from empty corners. But the incidents grew increasingly disturbing. One night she awoke to a childlike voice whispering her name with malice. She opened her eyes to see the doll at the foot of her bed, its face twisted into a grotesque smile. Terrified, she tried to get rid of the doll. She threw it in the trash, only to find it back in her apartment, staring at her. She tried giving it away, but it always returned, each time closer, its smile more menacing. Her life, once filled with joy, was now consumed by fear and dread. The doll wanted to claim her sanity, her very soul. She became a recluse, too terrified to leave, too haunted to sleep. Some say she was driven to madness, her sanity shattered by the cursed doll. The cursed doll is still out there, passed from hand to hand, its evil growing with each new owner. So be careful what you bring into your home. That seemingly innocuous antique might just be harboring a darkness that could destroy you. Chapter 3. The Ghostly Hitchhiker. Our final tale tonight takes us to the lonely stretches of highway that snake through the desolate landscapes of State Your State. Roads where truckers with nerves of steel and weary travelers often find themselves alone with their thoughts and the unsettling glow of their headlights. It's a story that's been shared in countless truck stops and roadside diners, a chilling tale that's become as much a part of the landscape as the asphalt and the endless horizon. They call her the vanishing hitchhiker, a solitary figure, a young woman often seen standing on the shoulder of state route number, her thumb outstretched, her eyes pleading for a ride. Her story always begins the same way. A lone driver battling fatigue and the monotony of the road spots her fragile figure in the flickering beam of their headlights. Her face is pale, her eyes filled with a mixture of desperation and sorrow, her white dress billowing in the night wind. Driven by compassion, or perhaps by a primal urge to help someone in need, the driver pulls over. The young woman slides into the passenger seat, her touch icy cold, her voice a soft whisper that barely rises above the hum of the engine. She usually asks for a ride to a nearby town, a place with a name the driver vaguely recognizes but can never quite place. As they drive, the young woman often shares fragments of her life. A tragic tale of a lost love, a broken heart, a life cut short. Her stories are always tinged with sadness, a melancholy that hangs heavy in the air, making the hairs on the back of the driver's neck stand on end. Then as quickly as she appeared, she vanishes. One moment she's there, her presence a tangible weight in the car, her story hanging unfinished in the air, and the next she's gone, leaving behind nothing but an empty seat and a chilling silence that's deafening in its intensity. Some say she's the ghost of a young bride who died in a car accident on that very stretch of highway, her spirit forever searching for her lost love. Others believe she's a malevolent entity, preying on the kindness of strangers, feeding on their fear and confusion. Whatever she is, her legend continues to haunt the lonely stretches of state route number. Truckers warn each other about her, sharing stories and whispered warnings, their voices hushed as if afraid to speak her name aloud. So if you ever find yourself driving down a desolate highway late at night, and you see a lone figure standing by the side of the road, think twice before you offer a ride. It might just be the vanishing hitchhiker, and her destination might be far more terrifying than you can imagine. And there you have it, 3 terrifying urban legends to fuel your nightmares. Which one chilled you to the bone? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to share your own terrifying tales. Who knows, your story might just be featured in our next descent into darkness. If you enjoyed tonight's journey into the shadows, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more spine-chilling stories. Activate the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, my fellow nightmare enthusiasts, stay safe, keep those lights on, and remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in our minds.